Okay, first things first, when you are managing people, when you're managing a team, the best way, the fastest way to get a response from somebody is either to call them or to text them. Okay? People do not check their emails, and I'm sorry, but that is the truth. Now, that being said, there are churches out there, and I am one of them, where part of my requirements to be on the worship team is that you check your email at least once a week. It was a requirement for me when I was in college, as part of my choir director's requirements to be in his class. He made it an official thing that you had to check your email once a week. Now, once you get out of high school and you're into college, out of college, into the business world, you're in your email inbox all the time, and a lot of important information comes and goes through email. It's a really unobtrusive way in order to communicate with people, and so it's very nice in that regard. And so it's not a bad thing to teach your people to get into the habit of checking your email. And the more that you can do over the email in the long haul, the better. However, that being said, remember that you're working with multiple different personalities, and some people just will not, regardless of what you tell them, they will not turn on their email notifications, or they won't check it, or they've just they sign up for all the spam things and all of the coupons and whatever, and it just gets lost in their email. And so you can't expect everyone to be organized on their email. Now, what you can do is you can get their phone number and you can text them. Okay. And so this does a couple different things. One of the things that I did earlier this year, which has been incredible return on my time investment. It did not cost any money, but I've had an incredible return on this, is creating a worship team group thread. Now, I didn't include all of my tech on this. This is just the singers and the band. And basically what I wanted to do is create more of a cohesive teamwork environment across the board for the worship team. And so literally I just went through, and anybody who'd been scheduled in the past year who was here, like in my case, I've got college students who kind of come and go throughout the summer, but then they're gone during the school year, so half the year they're not here. I didn't include them in this, but everyone else I included on this group thread, and I made it very clear what the group thread was for. It is certainly for worship team announcements, worship team things, if there's a change on a Sunday morning or whatever. But it's more than that. It's also a place where you want to encourage people to respond to how the worship set went. So if, I've got one girl who is not a super strong lead vocalist. She's great at singing parts, but occasionally I'll put her into a lead position. And a few weeks ago she led a song and it went really well. And that there was an opportunity inside the group thread for other people to chime in and say, "Hey, you did really well on this song. Keep it up. Keep practicing, keep going. The Lord really used you in my heart and in my life. Hey, I love what you said in between songs." Just little bits of encouragement here and there. And that has created in our team a lot of unity. It has put us a lot on the same page. We're chasing after the same things a lot more. We're not just showing up, doing the thing, and then leaving the next week. Another thing that it has done is it has provided an opportunity for us to have a small group without actually having a small group. And what I mean by that is, in my worship team, everybody's lives are really busy. They don't necessarily have a time when they can meet all together where I could lead a small group and keep everybody on the same page. We could do a Bible study or whatever. But what it has done is they've been sharing prayer requests on the group thread. And it's not just personal prayer requests. Right now we're praying for a young boy who has brain cancer, a very rare type. And this boy was a former student of our violinist. And so she is just keeping us up to date with everything that's going on with him. We're praying fervently for him, expecting great things, and but what it has done is it helps us all care about the same thing at the same time. That doesn't sound like something super important, like on the surface, but it really is, because we want to chase the same thing together on a Sunday morning. Why not chase after the same thing and pray for the same things throughout the course of the week. What I've found is that there are certain people who are really good at being active on the group thread, and then certain people who chime in only occasionally. When those people do chime in, it's very good, and so I'm encouraging that. But it doesn't necessarily mean that everyone has to be 100% active. There shouldn't be 100% activity across the board with everybody. Don't expect that in your group thread. What you do want in your group thread is you don't want to be the one who manages it 100% of the time, all the time. Okay, so you don't want to daily be on there and have it as part of your daily checklist to say something on the group thread. What you want is you want to talk to the other people on the worship team, talk about the benefits of doing a group thread, tell them what it's for. We want to be praying for each other. We want to be encouraging each other, and we want to be at least once a week. We want just an update or whatever, or somebody just chime in and say, hey, I've been thinking about you guys this week. How can we pray for you this week? Or what are you going through this week? Or what are you excited about this week? What vacations are you going on this summer? Like, it is a community building platform, okay? The group thread is where you're going to build community if you're not actually around each other a lot, okay? And so you want to find a couple other people on your worship team who feel the need for that and want that, and feel like a group thread is a good way that you can accomplish that, and have them, like, tell them, listen, I can't manage this. I won't remember. There are some weeks I'm not gonna remember to text on here. I need you to help me out with this, right? And to be active in the group. And so, don't put it all on your shoulders. Find some other people to help you out. And you'll find that it really, you'll get more buy-in that way as well. If the team doesn't feel like, well, it's always our leader or whoever or our scheduler who is chiming in on the group. Okay. So that should help quite a bit to help establish a little bit more of a team dynamic with the team. It should give you a little bit more camaraderie on the stage, and it will help you care more about the people that you're leading worship with, which is really important because you're going to be working with each other a lot. So, all right, let's go on to the next bit.